Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and let's talk about our dreamland Canada. If this is your first time watching, my name is Vivian Leah Lucky and I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant. I am here to help you list down the very essential documents you have to prepare to apply under the Home Child Care Provider Pilot Program and Home Support Worker Pilot. But before I start naming, I would like to thank you for showing your interest and understanding on videos that I have shared about our dream Canada. Your likes, views, shares, and subscriptions means a lot to me. That means my video is helping you in some way or the other. If you have not subscribed yet, don't forget to do so you won't miss any of my next videos about Canadian immigration. So here are the 6 very essential documents you have to prepare to apply under the Home Child Care Provider Pilot Program. And so with the very essential documents to prepare for the Home Support Worker Pilot Program. Number 1 on the list is your language test report. If you meet the minimum score of CLB 5 in all 4 abilities, include the original test results when you apply. Remember, Case Processing Center in Edmonton won't accept photocopies. Your test results must be less than 2 years old when you apply. Make sure to keep a copy of the report for your records and future use. You can take any of the following few approved English language tests. Number 1, CELPIP or CELPIP or Canadian English Language Proficiency Index Program. You must take the CELPIP G test. The second one is IELTS or IELTS, International English Language Testing System. You must take the General Training Test. You can also take any of the following few approved French language tests, such as TEF Canada and TCF Canada. The second most important documents that you need to prepare is your Original Education Credential Report, or ECA. If you don't have a completed Canadian 1-year post-secondary education credential or higher, it's because you studied from outside Canada. You must get an Educational Credential Assessment, or ECA, from an approved organization. An ECA is used to check that your completed foreign educational credential is valid and equal to a completed Canadian 1-year post-secondary education credential or higher. This can be a degree, diploma, certificate, or other proof of your education. Now, how do you get an ECA or Education Credential Assessment? You can get this assessment from any of these organizations. 1 is the Comparative Education Service, University of Toronto School of Continuing Studies. 2nd, International Credential Assessment Service of Canada. 3rd, World Education Services. 4th, International Qualifications Assessment Service. And 5th, International Credential Evaluation Service. There are also key things you need to make sure when you apply. First, apply for an ECA or Educational Credential Assessment for immigration purposes. Next, gather all the documents the organization needs to assess your education. Third, ask your school for multiple copies of your degrees, diplomas, transcripts, etc. Fourth, follow any instructions given to submit the documents. And lastly, pay the fees. Once you get your education assessed, the organization will give you an ECA report that will tell you if your foreign credentials are equal to a completed Canadian 1-year post-secondary education credential or higher. If your report shows that your completed foreign credential is equal to a completed Canadian 1-year post-secondary education credential or higher, you can apply through the Home Child Care Provider or Home Support Worker Pilot. Your Educational Credential Assessment Report must be issued on or after the date of the organization was approved by IRCC. Your ECA report must be less than 5 years old on the date that IRCC get your application. Your ECA report must show that your completed foreign credential is equal to completed Canadian 1-year post-secondary education credential or higher. The third one on the list is your valid passport. Passport or travel documents for you, your spouse or common law partner, and your dependent children is included. You must include only copies of pages showing date of issue and expiry, photo, name, date and place of birth, and a page showing any amendments in name, date of birth, expiration, etc. Fourth one on the list is your identity and civil status documents for you and your spouse or common law partner if applicable. You must need to submit your birth certificates. If you are from the Philippines, you need a legible copy of your birth certificate issued by the Philippine Statistics Office. You also need your marriage certificates, final divorce or annulment certificates, if applicable. If married more than once, you must include certificates from each marriage and divorce or annulment you, your spouse, or common law partner have had. If you are married in the Philippines, you must also submit an advisory of marriage in every marriage that you have had in the past or at present. You also need to submit a certificate of no marriage if you are not married and you are living in the Philippines or you are born in the Philippines. In case of widows, the death certificate for former spouse is also needed. And if you have a common law partner, you have to include IMM 5409 or Statutory Declaration of Common Law Union original copy, including evidence of cohabitation for at least 12 continuous months. For example, copies of your joint bank accounts, statements, copies of your leases, utility bills, etc. The fifth most important documents on the list is your children's birth certificates. If your children are born in the Philippines, you must obtain a Philippine Statistics Authority copy. You must also note that if the other parent is not accompanying you to Canada, you must submit an original copy of declaration from non-accompanying parent or guardian for minor immigrating to Canada. You need to submit one form for each child and a copy of the non-accompanying parent's photo ID showing their signature. Last but not the least is your police certificates and clearances. You must obtain from your country of residence, country of citizenship, and countries you have lived for 6 months or over a police certificate and clearance. Please note, police certificates are generally considered to be valid for 1 year from date of issue. You may be requested to submit new certificates. So that's what I got for you guys, and I love to know what do you think about the 6 essential documents you have to prepare to apply under the Home Child Care Provider Pilot and Home Support Worker Pilot. Which one did you miss, or did I miss? 7, 8, 9 that you want to add to the list? Share it down in the comments below and I'm going to join the discussion. See you next video.